Good afternoon, I'm Matt Gibson, President and CEO of the Kentucky Derby Festival. This year for Thunder over Louisville, it's going to look different than you've seen in the past over the last 30 years. Because of the things that we're experiencing as a nation, with the inability to gather safely with the pandemic. To be responsible this year, we're going to be taking the show to the community, unlike we've ever done before. So the show is going to be fired from 5 locations all throughout the community, and people will be able to enjoy it from the comfort of their couch through our partners at WHAS 11 Television and 106.9. When we look at what this year has meant to everybody in this nation and everybody in this community, it was a very easy time. When we started to look at bringing the event to the community in a completely different way, it really just started to formulate that it is about illuminating what this community has been through, what we've all been through, and where we're going to go as a community. They will be fired simultaneously. Now, some of the effects coming out of the different locations will look different, and people will notice that on TV, and some folks might be able to see multiple locations from their own homes and backyards, but they will be fired at the same time. The duration of the show is a total of 18 minutes, as opposed to the typical thunderous 30 minutes that we do, and that's because we took everything and we spread it out all throughout the community and really wanted to have an impact. So this one will be just what we're calling an airshow tribute that is bringing in some of the military aircraft from truly across the country for flybys and fly-throughs throughout the community, and a couple aerobatic acts that we'll be performing, and it'll be at abbreviated time. Normally when we're starting an air show, it's what we call the pre-show entertainment for the fireworks show that's all day long, and you can hear all of that loud and fast and aerobatic aircraft. But this year it's more about a tribute to the air show and giving something for people to enjoy at home that gives them a little taste until we could get back on the waterfront in 2022. In no situation will this be fired in people's backyards. There are buffer zones there. They're lower level, mid-level, very visual shows as opposed to that big horsepower and impact and rattle. And by making sure that we are communicating the times, that it's 18 minutes when it will start and when it will be over, that allows folks to take the necessary precautions, either to raise the level of the sound in their home, bring their animals inside. So that's one of the big things that we kept at the top of our list when we're talking about this show. And we've always communicated with healthcare professionals to make sure that we were being responsible in that regard too. Hopes and anticipations for the future for Thunder over Louisville is when we can get back to doing this event as we've always known it. Bring people together, celebrate the coming of spring, and kick off to the Kentucky Derby Festival the way that we've done it for the last 30 plus years. And it's my hope that next year when we're having this conversation, that we're doing this from the waterfront and welcoming everybody down for just one amazing show, because we're already talking about 22 and 23 and some of the great things that we're going to bring to this community, and we cannot wait to share what we have in store for them. You can watch it at WHS11.com live stream, and you can also tune into your television at home. And then don't forget about our partners 106.9, who will be airing the soundtrack and coverage all day long about some behind the scenes things and a lot of the coverage of what we're doing to bring this show to the community.